Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Okay, so we've taken this CX30 in part exchange only this afternoon. This is the 180 PS, so the higher power output SKYACTIV-X version, presented in black mica paint, black leather interior, and this is the GT Sport Tech, so top of the range. The car's covered about 29,000 miles. It's got a full service history here at TW White & Sons Orpington. I'll share that with you when we get in the car. And it is in beautiful condition, and it really is. I'll tell you a backstory of the vehicle. We have a fiercely loyal customer of ours. If you're watching this, thanks very much for all the ongoing custom and lovely parts exchanges. So she changes her car every 3 years. This car was registered on the 1st of September 2020. It was in, I think we had it in on the 25th, so only a few days ago, where we serviced and MOT'd the car. Now, so she's picking up a new car in October, but she's going away on a long holiday. So she's handed the car in early, so we're really, really grateful for that. Now, looking around the car, and we've only given it a quick clean, but it really didn't need much. I cannot find any imperfections with this car, and please do have a close look at this wheels. Now, I did spot one imperfection, which I'll have rectified, and I'm amazed it's only that. There's one very minor curbing on the wheel. So this car is beautiful. And look at this, a good sign of ownership. Look at those lovely illuminated scuff plates, really do set the car off. Interior is beautiful. It's not one of these cars that have come to us in a bad state and we've had to clean 2 or 3 times over. It is just a beautifully maintained car. Now, these X-engine cars have sunroofs, okay, and they're incredibly well spec'd. You've got front and rear sensors, you've got a rear camera, you've got a 360 camera, so front, rear and side. You've got safety features which are very, very useful indeed, and they'll all affect your insurance groupings. So the safer the car, the higher your insurance group, or the lower your insurance grouping, yeah, that's the way around it goes, and hopefully less of a premium. We all know insurance premiums are going through the roof at the moment, but we'll go into more detail of that when we get in the car. Now, you've got privacy glass at the rear, these beautiful sort of shadow chrome, I think they call that, alloy wheels. You've got the auto tailgate. Yeah. Now look at this boot. Normally SUVs have had a hard life. This car looks brand new. It really does. And you've got this boot tidy. So look, if you've got your shopping, you can put your shopping bags in there, and they won't sort of empty themselves all over the boot area. If you need more room, you can pop the shelf out, and you've got a 60-40 split rear seat. You can operate this tailgate by a button in the car, or just like I've done, or using the fob, the key fob. Now look at that, beautiful. Now these interiors, this is black leather, but this is perforated, and I think there's red below, underneath this perforated leather. Now in the videos it looks a lot redder than it actually is, almost like ruby, like a Guinness. Headlining's all unmarked, sunroof there. Car has no unpleasant smells. In fact, it's got a very pleasant aroma. Right, let's hop inside. BOSE stereo, scuff plates we've already mentioned. They are really nice, really nice. Electric windows, mirrors, traction control, 360 camera, memory seat for the driver's seat. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way adjustable plus lumbar. Okay, so now this car, the lady has a private number plate, which has now been taken off the car. Now normally our cars are like LE, LA, so this would have been like LA20 or LG20, but the DVLA have assigned GF70 YZT, so that's the new plate. I've got the 2 keys here, so I put the foot on the clutch, press this button here, and she fires into life. Okay, so here's the mileage, 28,966. Now let me share this with you. So this car, there we go, PDI'd on the 20th of August 2020 at 2 miles. That's when we had it off the transporter. then in 2021 at 10,699, 2022 at 21,796, and on the 25th of this month, 28,843. So it was serviced 130 miles ago. All right, that was the original number plate there, P52 Lab. All right, so this is a truly lovely example. This is the sort of stuff we really enjoy selling, because we can tell you all about the car, the history, the owner, where it's been serviced, etc. Now, you've got heads-up display, which is adjustable from here. That'll give you like speed limits, your speed, basic sat-nav function, warnings, etc. You've got a rake and reach steering column, auto lights, wipers, adaptive cruise control, so you don't have to keep messing around with your cruise control, trip computer. And this is something I was particularly interested in. Now, this has got the SKYACTIV-X engine, which is a high compression, better atomization engine, which has lean burn and cylinder deactivation, right? Anyway, basically what you do is you get super duper fuel consumption. So look, 44.2 mpg. So if you factor in the difference in the price of petrol and diesel, this car is giving you diesel fuel consumption, okay, but in a petrol car. So absolutely superb. All right, you've got the CD player, USB, climate control, heated steering wheel, heated seats, the list goes on. You've got adaptive front lights with high beam control, so basically you can see more at night. Well, I can certainly. I can see more at night on an unlit road with this car, with these lights, than I would during the day, if that makes sense. And they're adaptable, so they turn, the lights turn as you turn, and also if someone wants to come the other way and you've got the high beam on, it will dip your lights to stop dazzling oncoming drivers. So yeah, it's amazing. Now this car, if you're conscious about, the environment, etc., this is a mild hybrid. So what it does, any wasted energy from braking, slowing down, charges a secondary battery, which then runs all the ancillaries on the car. Therefore, less strain on the engine, therefore less that comes out of the exhaust. All right, it's got cylinder deactivation, which will go down to 2 cylinders when you're coasting along. So this is, in my opinion, far better than an exclusively electric car or a plug-in car. I'm not a big fan. These very efficient internal combustion engines, I think, make a lot of sense. Okay, entertainment, these are superb. You can stream from your phone, which is what I tend to do. Okay, stream from a USB. You've got DAB radio, FM and AM. So enough there to keep me amused. Communication, so once paired up, you've got your phone list, etc., and very nice, easy and quick to use. It's got a built-in sat nav. However, this car does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A customer earlier showed me he uses Waze. He actually works for Uber, but he has he bought a private Mazda, and he was showing me that he says Waze, he can't speak highly enough for it, and he was showing me how he uses that instead of anything else, and it's saved him fines from, like, these roads where you can't turn right at a certain time of day, etc. So you can also use that as well as the built-in, and then obviously you can access your WhatsApp and Google Maps and Spotify and all those sort of things. In-vehicle displays, so the active driving display, which I've shown you amongst other things. Safety settings, so driver assistance, you've got radar cruise control, or traffic sign, speed limit synchronization, driver monitoring system, so it'll literally tell you when you're tired, front cross traffic alert, so say you're pulling out of a parking space, you can't really see either side. As you pull out, it'll detect people crossing your path and it will warn you. 2 lights will light up in the wing mirrors and it will bleep. Same for the rear of the car, lane departure warning. It will warn you if you veer out of a lane without indicating. Blind spot monitoring, a light will light up there and there if someone wants to undertake you or overtake you. So this car is super safe. In fact, I believe when it first came out, it was awarded the safest car on the road by NCAP. You've got smart city brake support, so it'll apply the brakes to avoid collision. So yeah, really well. This is a superb example of a superb car. All right, now Being a Mazda user-approved car, this will still have to go into the workshop, even though it was only serviced a couple of days ago, where we do a 101-point check, just to make sure everything is tickety-boo. Then it will have a Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which incorporates 12 months Mazda roadside assistance, which is home start, European cover, etc. So extremely comprehensive. We have the facility to extend this, but for a year, you get that free of charge. Okay, and the car will be validated, and I'll get that tiny little scratch on the wheel done. Now, a few things. Part exchange is extremely welcome. We want your part exchange regardless of what make and model it is. At the moment, I think, because there's a bit of a shortage of cars, I've got more non-Mazdas on my forecourt than I have Mazdas. So they're greatly welcome. We give the best money and you'll get the best deal with a part exchange. But you can do all that, punch your reg number and all those bits and pieces that you're heavily encouraged to do these days, but come to us. We want you to have a seamless, enjoyable buying experience. And do check out our reviews, and you'll see that we do tend to deliver that, and we take real pride in our customer service. We've got fantastic finance facilities. Please do inquire within. We've got deliveries facilities, warranty extension facilities. I can do a video walk around, take more photos. We are here to help, and should you be looking at it outside our regular business hours, don't let that stop you from inquiring. Pick up the phone, leave a voicemail. We do pick them up. We get pinged them on our phones, or send us an email and we'll come back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.